Good evening, everyone. I welcome all of you to the third episode on which our guest speaker, Mr. Bertrand RIVIERE. I'm Nancy Agarwal, an executive girl from Assam and a proud student of Modi University. I'm super excited for this knowledge and session, and I'm really looking forward to a lot of learning. I have grown up watching animated movies and have always been curious about how things work behind the scene. I am sure that all of you are so excited as I am for today's session. Before we start, I would like to request everyone to please switch on their cameras and turn off their mics so that we can have a super awesome session with high personal connect and less interruption. So, in this, first, I would like to say what actually BRATS is. BRATS is an independent organization which helps the students in bringing uh, gap, which helps the students in bringing campus to corporates. BRATS helps the students to bridge the gap between theoretical knowledge and provide a real-time experience in the field of engineering and management. So let's have a glimpse at the message given by our Captain BRATS. So can we have a video, please?
India is the largest demographic education hub. Still, there are about 4 lakhs of students going abroad for higher education year on year. But one side, if I'm seeing, a lot of Indians are actually leading global corporates. That's a beauty of Indian talent which needs to be pulled out. BRATS. Now, BRATS, what is BRATS? Everybody's hearing, you need to know what is BRATS. BRATS is brands, research, advertising, technology, and strategies. What we are actually trying to do out here. So our last 3 years research developed this platform to connect industry and institutions. What are platforms we actually need to connect? We want you to get ready for the industry while you're in the institute itself. You are thoroughly going through your curriculums, but there are a lot of real-time experiences, case studies, live projects, courses maybe, and that has to be enrolled into your internships, otherwise recruitments. That's what we are here to bring out through your BRATS. My name is Suresh Kumar Purapati, and I'm the captain for BRATS. We already have about 1,000 plus students associated with us, and a lot of students actually helping us to grow within the campuses, being our campus ambassadors. That's what we look forward to, and I welcome you all, and let's grow together. Thank you so much. Goodbye.
Thank you so much, sir, for such a wonderful and interactive message given by you. I feel so honored to be given a chance to introduce our guest speaker, Mr. Beto Riviere. Mr. Beto is a trained business professional with expertise in project management and business creation. After commercial training in Paris and development of his expertise in project and business development, he specializes in the field of events and what technology can do to endure and over time for the public. Currently, Sir is working for K6 Media Group with his unmatched skills in the field of holography and volumetry and with large scale projects in Europe. Also, he is well recognized as being a reference in the holographic field. I welcome you, sir. Over to you, sir.
Hello, everyone. So thank you very much, Nancy, for this introduction. So I'm here today to present you what we're able to do at K6 Media Group. So the last two sessions, I have introduced to BRATS. I have introduced the 2D and 3D animation. We talked about holography and holographic systems with a lot of references. Same thing for 2D, 3D, and 3D render in 2D. And today we will talk about how we can animate a cartoon character in live. So this presentation should be shorter than the last two sessions, but I will present you how it works to animate in live a character, and I will present you different kind of examples. I think that the presentation can be shared with Priyanshi. Do I make a mistake?
No, sir, just a minute, I'm sharing.
Ah, okay, that's great. And I will request
Yes,
the
sir.
remote.
Done, sir.
Done? Okay, that's great. So first of all, I will pass through the presentation, the introduction of who is K6 Media Group. That will be shorter because we know each other now. So normally, if I do that, great. So I will make the introduction to the company really fast. Some key positions really fast too. I will talk about my team. Software in our company, I have already talked about this software and plugins, but it will be important because we use them with other software in order to do our job. What is a Puppet rig? And of course, different kind of examples and references. So the company is mixed with my president history. So my president has created Click Animation 23 years ago now. He won a Guinness World Record for the production because it was a shorter time between the ID and broadcasting the content on TV. He has created Diomatic, specialized in software. He won an Emmy Award with Lost, the series Lost, live action series Lost, for the VFX. He has created K6 Media Group 4 or 5 years ago, which is a series, a production house and a service house in animation. And of course, the future is bright. Now we are working in different kind of area I will present you. So this is our view, our mind. So we are working in mobile apps, software, VR and AR content, shop window, exhibition, puppet, real puppet, merchandising, comics and books, toys, and of course, animation production and services, as I told you. This is our expertise. So we work in animation, digital puppet. This is the subject for today. AR, VR content, live action, edition, VFX, holographic installation, and mobile apps. Sorry. Yes. There. I try to change. Yes. So this is the 3 topics we used to talk, and the 2 topics we used to talk: holographic and animation. And today we are talking about on digital puppets. I don't know. Yes. So my team, of course, because I'm not working alone. So this is on the first and left corner. You can see a picture because due to the pandemic, we are working in remote. The picture on the right is the team at the end of the last year through a drink, and the last photo was during the summer. So what I want to say about my teams is that we are passionate about our profession, of course, and we work in an environment that promotes ethics, knowledge sharing, support, and fairness. And we have a multicultural international team with a variety of background. We are coming from South America, North America, Europe, and Western Europe and Eastern Europe. So my team is composed with a lot of people. It's possible to name them one by one, but we have some key positions such as Alice, which is a vice president production, Massimo, our director, David Salvatore, a 3D animator. We have Stéphane Barbin, I think. No, but me, of course. Sorry, there. So, Ji Young, our animation designer, Michael, our 3D generalist. Yeah, we have a lot of profile Of course, Estelle, which is a specialist of Christmas and a content creator. Scott, our technical director. Stefan, our 3D technical director. Philippe, our webmaster. So there is a lot of people in our dream team. So I will pass through the software fastly. So we have developed with Diomatic a lot of plugins and software. The two emblematic software are Morphomatic and Voiceomatic that permit us to spare time in the production process for cartoon and animation. And these software and plugins are used by 8,000 clients from the 20 last years. For example, the first time you've seen Mickey Mouse from Walt Disney in 3D, it was also thanks to our plugins and software. This is the kind of references we have. So we have worked on Walt Disney, on Sony Grand Theft Auto, because we also are working in the game industry, Pink Panther, Garfield, SpongeBob, and so on. Yes. Other references, as you can see, so Super Mario, Simpsons, Spookly, and at the bottom you can see different brands we worked with, or brands who used our softwares. So just a reminder about the vocabulary, because it's important for the following parts. Modeling is how we shape a character. Rigging is how we put a skeleton inside the character, and the rigging will be used to manage the movement of the character. Animatic is like a storyboard, but animated. Layout is how the character will start from a point to go to another. And animation is based on animatics and layouts in order to create the animation. So the puppetering, this is a process by which we are able to animate a cartoon-like animation live. In production, this process, it's indicated, it's written, but the process allows us to save time in the creation of the animation of a character, and thus save significant cost in the creation of content requiring the mobility of character and the movement of his mouse. It is by extension of this process that we have managed to create a live animation pipe for TV. We imagine being able to talk like with a cartoon character, and today we're able to offer it in different form. For example, for a special program on TV, face-to-face conferences, live on streaming platform, and during the performance in the form of cartoon, but also in the graphic form, because we're able to put this part of technology in the animation if needed. So this example of SpongeBob. So I don't have any kind of video of this example, but I will explain you how it used to work. So SpongeBob, a famous character, famous cartoon, has got 20 years old in 2019, and Televisa in South America, in Mexico, has decided to render SpongeBob in live on social network and on TV. And they asked us to help them to create the animation. So the point was to have SpongeBob on TV. People call the TV to wish a happy birthday to SpongeBob, and of course it was in live. So I'm sorry, I don't have any kind of video of this example. It's still in Mexico, so I'm really sorry, but I have other examples, of course. Here it's Bart Simpson. It was for an Adobe session, live, a presence, an event, a summit, Adobe summit, and it was with Bart Simpson. So we have a screen, like a cinema screen, on a stage, and we have Mike in the backstage, and the cartoon is animated in live face to an audience. So I will show you, because the video is quite short, but it's in order for you to know exactly how it works. So I will put the
conference on creativity.
Well, actually, I'm thinking of getting into e-pranks, catfishing. I mean, I'm not going to be 10 forever, you know.
Bart, you can't do that. Haven't you read your T's and C's?
Oh, yeah, I read them all. Loser.
Now, your father, Homer, appeared on live TV via Adobe Character Animator software. Do you remember that?
Well, yeah, but I heard the reason you invented it was because my dad was too fat for the green screen.
Do you actually use Adobe products yourself?
Well, sure, of course. I live in an Adobe household. It's made of old clay that melts when it rains. Seriously. I love Adobe Photoshop. I use it to change all the F's on my report card to dog butts. I mean, not to brag or anything, but last semester I got straight dog butts. Well, of course, who doesn't use Adobe Acrobat? I didn't get a notification asking me the update today, so I'm just wondering, is everything all right with you guys?
So as you can see, so I cut the sound, I put the sound off, but as you can see, the humor is an American humor. I hope that, I know that it's a little bit irrelevant sometimes, but as you can see, the puppet is voice controlled by the real voice maker of Bart Simpson on the backstage, and I will explain you how it works just after. So I think that to get out of that, if I do that, yes, and to come back to the session, I think it's there. Yes. So this is one of example. So as I've written that it on the presentation. We weren't on this demo, but we are Adobe partner, so that's why I have underlined this performance, because this is exactly what we are doing. So here it's still in Mexico. You know, there is a big party in October or November, such as Halloween in North America, and it's the Day of the Dead in Mexico. And as you know, Mexico is a big country, so this party is not made in the same way, in the same state of mind, in a part of the country and on the other part. So Catalina la Catrina, it's she is representing the deaths on Earth during this party in Mexico, and the channel Televisa has decided to animate it in live this character in order to receive different call from the audience. And the question was for the people: how are you partying? How are you underline the deaths in this part of your country? So it was a really strong success because it was 1.5 million viewers in Mexico, and the call platform, the call center, has received more than 10,000 callers. So you have to know that these calls are charged a couple of dollars in Mexico. So 10,000 callers for I don't know, $5. So you can imagine the incomes, and it was really a strong success. Same thing, I can show you the short video. Oh, sorry. If I click that, yeah.
Hola, niños y niñas, tengo un gran problema. Mi
jefe está molesto porque siempre pongo la mega ofrenda aquí en el inframundo y se me olvidó que llevaba. Pero ustedes me pueden ayudar. Márquenme este 29 y 30 de octubre y recuérdenme lo que lleva. Los espero.
The video was really short, but anyway, so you can imagine how it works. So there is a puppet live animation, a cartoon live, and people are calling in order to talk with Catalina, the dead person, the dead character, the representation of the death on Earth. I'm passing through the different kind of example, and I will explain you one way to understand how it works. So this example, you can see that it's always a cartoon in a cartoon area. So we push further these principles, and we have decided to mix the reality and the cartoon character in life. That's the following example. Here, it's PPN, L'Île Santa. PPN, it's in French, because in French, it's Petit Père Noël, and the translation is Little Santa and L'Île Santa. So L'Île Santa is an IP. So an IP is a intellectual properties, sorry. And we have the right at CASIX to use this IP for different kind of content. And we have decided to puppet rig this character, and we have created an interview with a famous Quebecer Canadian YouTuber with PPN. The subject was about Christmas and the erasing the issue about caribou. Caribou, it's like a reindeer, but it's specific in Quebec. And caribou and reindeer are reindeer are cousins. So the way of this subject was to explain that maybe it will be impossible to deliver a gift through the world only because caribou are disappearing in Canada, and of course because they are reindeer's cousins, so reindeer are on strike. So it was a way to underline the ecology to young people and young audience. So it was in live, and it was in live on YouTube, and the partner was Greenpeace. I'll show you. Oh, sorry. Maybe. It's in French. So I'm sorry, I don't have the translation in English.
Bonjour tout le monde, ici Marc-Antoine de Pas de temps à perdre. Aujourd'hui, mon invité très spécial, il vient de très loin. Il s'en vient nous parler d'un sujet très sérieux et j'ai nommé le
It's an
petit
introduction to PPN.
Bonjour Marc-Antoine et bonjour tout le monde. Oh oh oh, je suis bien content que vous soyez là.
Ben, nous autres aussi, on est contents que vous soyez là. Ici, au Québec, là, en plus, avec le temps des fêtes, vous devez être pas mal occupés. Vous venez nous parler d'un sujet très sérieux. Ça aurait l'air qu'on a...
So it was just to show you a short video. You know, all the presentation are in the hand of Urvi and Suresh, and if needed, you could ask them to share the presentation. I have no problem with that, and all the links are inside, and you will have the pleasure to see all the video if needed. So it was just for you to show that it's totally doable for us to mix a real environment with a digital puppet. I think I have one more, of course, one more example. So Dolicious, it's a world of little doll, and it's an IP we are working on, and we are approaching a part of the secret for digitalize the cartoon. To digitalize the cartoon. Sorry for my English this morning, this evening for you. So, and you will show you. I will show you. It's in English, and it's just for you to understand a part of how it works. Oh. Okay, I can share my screen. Just a second. I apologize. I will find the video because I know that I have this video on my computer. Just a second.
So you want to share your screen?
Yeah, I will. I'm just looking for the video, and I will share it with you. So it's delicious. Delicious. I'm really sorry. It's a mistake from my part. Okay. So I will share my screen. I think it's there. There. Share. Normally you can see a blue screen, yeah, and you can see something.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So let's go. I will show you. So, or just for you to also, I stopped sharing the sharing screen. So it's a way for you to understand one way of how we are animating a character, and one way to spare time on the production. Priyanshi, thank you very much, Priyanshi. So I take the remote. So Delicious is an IP we are believing in. We are making a lot of development. We are close to produce this animation series, and we believe that it will be a strong success. And as soon as it's produced, we will try to sell this series through the world. So if you know someone who is interested, it's a kind of ad, I'm interested in talking with him. So Delicious is a real strong IP we are building. So I'm underlining this, I repeat, but I think it will be great. And so the Puppeteering, the puppet rig, in fact, the real world is puppet rig. Personally, I named that puppetering because it's a way to move a character into a puppet. But anyway, puppetry. So we are able to puppet any kind of 2D character, okay? And we can puppet with a different way. This example I've shown you last week was in the holographic session. So what you can see at the GIF is an hologram. The puppetry, the way to puppet the holographic character is totally different because we've used mocap studio. That is to say that we have someone with a specific suit and a specific camera with a lot of computers behind that permit to make a captation of the movement, and these movements are translated into a character, and this character is in live in holographic in an holographic system. So I've already shown you how it works. So once more, you will have the pleasure to see all the link. I will manage the different issue we pass through, but you will have the pleasure to see everything on the presentation. So before to go to the know-how, I would like to underline something. So because you have seen a lot of examples of how we can puppet the character, but the way we are making that is a little bit not secret, but it's not underlined for now. I will give you a process on how it works. So first of all, you have to draw something because everything is from the drawing, from a book. The inspiration is from everywhere. But to puppet a character, you need a drawing, a draw. So the first thing is to draw something, draw a character. This character has to be drawn on Photoshop. Once in Photoshop the draw is done, you put this drawing into a software named Character Animator, for example. Character Animator, the way it works is that this drawing has to be rigged. That is to say that you have to put some key points and a skeleton inside the character. So you have to be able to manage the hand, the finger, the elbow, shoulders, and everything in order to be sure that you will have you could move this character. After that, Character Animator is made with to recognize different points of your character with your webcam, and the Character Animator will recognize your face and transpose this different point of your face into the puppet. That is to say that if you move your head like this, the drawing will move the head. If you blink your eyes, your puppet will blink his eyes. If you open your mouth and if you talk, the movement of the mouth will change face to what you are telling. And about the movement of the body, Character Animator has to be more developed because we need to put some references of movement inside the software, and you will be able to add this movement in pushing some buttons on or some buttons on your keyboard. So you can move your head automatically, but if you want to have a bye-bye, for example, you need to, I don't know, push the T button. So this is a way for you to understand how it could work with specific software. As usual, I can say that it's like a recipe. If you know exactly how it works, if you can use different tools, you have to know exactly how the tools are working in order to have a good content. So contents So voilà, competitive advantages. So contents are materials that we'll always need to share something. We manage pixel at K6, we manage the technology, and we are experts. This is our added value. We have an expert, Prime Time Emmy Awards for VFX in our company, the president, Laurent Becassis, and he is the founder of the company. We manage contents and we are mixing technologies already exist with our technologies. We are the owner of few software and plugins dedicated to create content. Our long-term clients in the animation industry are based everywhere in the world. We have a strong experience in this technology. And the most important is we are motivated by a leitmotif, which is embracing the remix. The state of mind of this sentence, embracing the remix, is that a good idea is always coming from another good idea. So you can be inspired by a lot of things around you, and with different kind of tools or ideas or brainwashing, not brainwashing, brainstorming, you are able to create something really different. The following, so as usual, we are not working alone. We are working with different kind of big companies such as Unity, Autodesk, Microsoft, Apple, 3ds Max, Adobe, and Unreal. There are many others, and we have, I've forgotten to put that, but we have a lot of partners through the world, such as Media Participation, for example, in France, Belvision in Belgium, and many other partners everywhere in the world. So maybe you have some questions? No?
Priyanshu, you can stop the screen share, and here we come to the end of our session. Guys, please feel free to ask whatever doubts you have. Over to you.
I can assure you that I will try to answer the questions, and don't hesitate. And if it's impossible to answer the question, I will do my research and I will answer you by email. So don't hesitate to ask me some questions.
Oh wow, I think people have understood everything. There's no question on puppetry.
Okay, that's great. Thank you very much. So it's, I know it's a little bit weird to talk about Puppeteering, a cartoon. We are not used to know this technology. Maybe, I was the first surprised when I started to work in this industry, because I didn't imagine that there were such technologies inside this industry to create content. I was really surprised. And also I was really surprised that this industry is representing, the animation industry is representing billions and billions of US dollars through the world. I was really surprised. I was really surprised that broadcasters are always looking for contents, new stories, new IPs, new way to produce, new way to co-produce, and so on. That's totally crazy. It's really interesting. I hope that among people that are here today, I hope that many of them will try to learn the animation, learn, we are always talking about how to code computer industry, software industry, but animation, that's amazing. And it's fun. It's fun because you can do whatever you want in the animation. You can do whatever you want, whatever story you have, you can create something. That's crazy.
Wow, I mean that is quite good to begin with if people want to build their career in animation. So I believe that a lot of people would have got just inspired by listening to this session. Guys, is there any questions for Beto? Then you can put it forward right now since he's with us.
So everything has been understood.
Yes, that's even I can say.
No.
So I think everybody is very happy with the puppetry thing, what you showed, those videos and the way, you know, how that movements have been calculated in terms of controlling. So, wow. I like, let me just check if there's any question on YouTube. Yeah.
If you have any question following this session, don't hesitate. You know, Irvi and Suresh, and I think Priyanshi is on my LinkedIn. I'm not sure, but I am totally reachable on LinkedIn anyway. You can ask if Irvi and Suresh are okay with that. You can ask the presentation if there are some mistakes. I know that there is an issue about one video. I can manage that and I can share everything with you. Doesn't matter for me. If it doesn't matter, it's totally okay for me.
Yes, so Beto is reachable on LinkedIn, as well as you guys can connect with us on LinkedIn or other social media platforms in case there is any questions or whatever. So I believe since there are no questions, we can move towards the end of the session. I can see so many people like Megha, Purva, Nisha, Divya, Purva, Harsh, Prasanna. Wow, brilliant. Nobody has questions.
It doesn't. It's okay. It's totally okay.
Yes, I think they would want to think and come back to you on the question. So,
up to them.
Yeah.
No
So handing over to Nancy. Nancy, over to you. So Nancy
is fished.
I think she is. We can hear her. Yeah, Nancy, go on.
Thank you so much, sir, for such a wonderful and insightful session. And
You're
special
welcome.
thanks to Suresh sir and Urvi ma'am and whole BRATS team for giving me such a beautiful opportunity. So I request everyone to switch on their cameras to have a group photo.
Yes, the BRATS photo session. Let's go, mate. Let's go, mate. We are totally beautiful. Go on. Don't be shy.
Come on, guys, turn on your cameras.
So, hello, Samoyita. Hello, Arsh. Hello, Apurva. Hello, Purva.
Guys, can you please turn on your cameras quickly so that we can capture this moment?
Divya, Ankita.
I can name them. So, Divya, Megha, Ankita, Nisha, Pritam, Diksha, Pragati. Your camera are off. Kusho, no, sorry, Kushbu. Prashansa? Yeah? Raoul, Devan.
That's not bad at all.
Don't be shy. Ah, Nisha, I can see something, but I don't know what it is. It's totally back.
There is electricity problem.
There's a power cut where Nisha is, so that's why she's.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, she's unable to turn on the video.
Ah, Pransa, I can see you now. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm doing good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. As usual. You can see that.
Yeah.
Are we done, Priyanshi?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you, Beto, for this wonderful series.
You're welcome.
Guys, we will be back with another series with Beto in the future. For now, this was the last series from him. So stay tuned for more updates on BRATS social media platforms. You can, if you have any questions regarding today's session or any of Beto's session, 2D, 3D holograms or puppetry, you can drop in your question to us and we will answer all your questions. Thank you so much, guys. Have a nice day.
Have a nice day. Bye-bye, everyone. That was a pleasure.
Bye.
Yeah, everyone. Bye-bye.